channel. My name is Maria. If you are new on this channel, kindly subscribe. Today, you are going to learn how to identify the functions of noun phrases in sentences using my easy steps. We are going to look at the sentences on the board, and I want you to work it out while I underline the noun phrases. So the first step, we are going to find out the noun phrases and underline them. So the first one is the blind man came here. The blind man came here. So the blind man is a noun phrase. The blind man is a noun phrase. Now number 2, she gave the book out. She gave the book out. Now the book is a noun phrase in this sentence. Number 3, Mr. Dennis is a medical doctor. Mr. Dennis is a medical doctor. My noun phrase is a medical doctor. Number 4, they made great the class captain. They made great the class captain. Now, the class captain is a noun phrase in that sentence. The class captain is a noun phrase in the sentence. Now, number 5, we had lunch in the cafeteria today. We had lunch in the cafeteria today. Now, the cafeteria is the noun phrase in the sentence. Number 6, Mrs. Brown, the English language teacher, is intelligent. Mrs. Brown, the English language teacher, is intelligent. The noun phrase here is the English language teacher. The English language teacher. Then number 7, to read without light at night is difficult. To read without light at night is difficult. The noun phrase there is to read without light at night. Then number 8, giving to the poor attracts God's blessings. Giving to the poor attracts God's blessings. Now, giving to the poor is our noun phrase. So, we are through with our first step. We have identified the noun phrases. The next step now is to find out the positions they occupy in the sentences so as to get the functions. I hope you are following. Now, the first one, the blind man. Now, the blind man is the subject of this sentence. So, it occupies the subject position. According to the rules, then the blind man functions as subject of the verb. It functions as subject of the verb came. So, the verb in this sentence is came, and the subject is the blind man. It occupies the subject position, therefore, it functions as subject of the verb came. Then number 2, she gave the book out, and our noun phrase there is the book. What position does this noun phrase occupy? It comes immediately after the verb gave, so it functions as the object of the verb gave. Object of the verb gave. Number 3, Mr. Dennis is a medical doctor. And our noun phrase there is a medical doctor. Now, a medical doctor compliments Mr. Dennis. The word compliment comes from the word complete. So, a medical doctor here compliments Mr. Dennis. So, a medical doctor is the same as Mr. Dennis. Therefore, it functions as subject complement. Subject complement. Then 4, they made great the class captain. And our noun phrase here is the class captain. What position does it occupy? It comes immediately after the object great. Great received the position. Therefore, it functions as object complement. Five, we had lunch in the cafeteria today. And we say the cafeteria is a noun phrase. What position does it occupy? It comes immediately after the preposition in. Therefore, it is governed by the preposition in. So it becomes either object of the preposition in or complement of the preposition in. So I will take object of the preposition, PP here for abbreviation of preposition in. Then the next one, Mrs. Brown. The English language teacher is intelligent, and we say that the English language teacher here is a noun phrase. Now we can see that the noun phrase, the English language teacher, is the same as the noun Mrs. Brown. So both of them are the same. But the difference between this and number 3 is that after Mrs. Brown we have a punctuation marks, comma, and then teacher, comma. Therefore, it is in opposition to the noun, that is Mrs. Brown. In opposition to a noun. So the noun here is Mrs. Brown. They are the same. Then the next one is the one that contains the infinitive, that is the non-final verb, that is the to infinitive. To read without light at night is difficult. Now, to read without light at night is a noun phrase. It functions there as subject of the verb is. Subject of the verb is. Then the last one, the same infinitive, given, ing. So given to the poor, we said, is a noun phrase. It comes before the verb attracts. It comes before the verb attracts. So it functions as subject of the verb attracts. So sentences number 7 and 8 contain what we call the infinitives or non-final verb, having the to form and the ing form. Now this is how we can identify noun phrases in sentences, then their functions. Their functions has to do with the positions they occupy in sentences. So if you are able to identify this, it is very simple. If you find this teaching helpful, drop your comments and questions below. Also, you can share with your friends and family members so that they too can contribute.